In a stunning move that could reshape the future of artificial intelligence, Meta has just appointed Shengjia Zhao, the co-creator of ChatGPT, as chief scientist of its newly formed Superintelligence Lab. Yes, that Shengjia Zhao. The architect behind some of the most advanced AI models in existence, including GPT-4, GPT 4.1, and OpenAI's O3 family. He also played a major role in OpenAI's synthetic data systems, laying the groundwork for the models powering everything from virtual assistants to autonomous agents today. Now Zhao is heading to Meta, and he's not just joining the company, he's helping lead it into the superintelligence era. According to Mark Zuckerberg, Zhao has been our lead scientist from day one. While his name first appeared quietly in an internal memo back in June, Zuckerberg made it official this week. Zhao co-founded the lab and will now shape the scientific direction of Meta's most ambitious AI effort yet. So what exactly is Meta Superintelligence Labs? This is not just another AI division. It's Zuckerberg's moonshot, a centralized research unit where the top-tier AI talent from around the world will collaborate on foundation models, long-term AGI alignment, and next-gen infrastructure. Think open-source Llama models, large-scale compute training, and fundamental AI research that goes far beyond chatbots. Meta is backing it up with real money. The company has already invested $14 billion into Scale AI, an AI data infrastructure startup once led by Alexander Wang, who is now Meta's chief AI officer and Zhao's direct collaborator. In fact, Zuckerberg has hinted that Meta is planning to spend hundreds of billions of dollars on AI infrastructure over the coming years, an astonishing level of investment that signals just how serious this effort really is. This also marks a major moment in the growing rivalry between Meta and OpenAI. For years, OpenAI has dominated the AI narrative. Its GPT models, ChatGPT app, and Microsoft-backed ecosystem have made it the poster child for next-gen artificial intelligence. But Meta is now assembling an elite team of its own, and Shengjia Zhao's defection is a clear sign that the tide may be turning. Meta's approach is fundamentally different. While OpenAI has moved increasingly toward closed-source, API-first business models, Meta is pushing hard on open-source AI. Its Llama models have already been adopted by startups, researchers, and enterprise developers worldwide, and with Zhao at the helm, Meta's research could become even more accessible, scalable, and transformative. In Zhao, Meta has not just hired a scientist, it has hired a symbol, a signal to the rest of Silicon Valley that the AI war is not over, and that the next great leap may come not from Microsoft, not from Google, but from the house that Zuckerberg built. The implications are massive. With Zhao's leadership, Meta could unlock faster, safer, and more powerful foundation models, ones that rival or even surpass GPT-5. The lab could pioneer new scaling paradigms that drastically reduce training costs. And for developers, researchers, and creators around the world, this could open up access to capabilities once limited to closed labs. Zuckerberg said it best, "The next few years are going to be very exciting." So buckle up. The AI arms race just escalated, and Meta is going all in. Let's start with the headline that's sending shockwaves through the tech world. Meta has officially named Shengjia Zhao, co-creator of ChatGPT, as chief scientist of its AI Superintelligence Lab. This is not just a big hire, it's a declaration of intent. Meta is saying, loud and clear, that it plans to lead in the race toward artificial general intelligence. Zhao's track record speaks for itself. He was instrumental in developing OpenAI's most powerful models, GPT-4, GPT 4.1, and O3. He also led synthetic data initiatives, which are critical for training today's most capable AI systems. Now he's bringing that experience to Meta. And what's really interesting here is who he's working with. Alexander Wang, the former CEO of Scale AI, is now Meta's chief AI officer, and Zhao will report directly to both Wang and Mark Zuckerberg himself. That level of access and influence tells us how central this new lab is to Meta's long-term vision. This isn't just about research, it's about strategy. Meta is recruiting the brains that help define this generation of AI, and now they're being asked to build what comes next. This slide sets the tone for everything else. Meta isn't just reacting to the AI boom, it's planning to lead it. So who exactly is Shengjia Zhao, and why is this hire such a big deal? Zhao is one of the most respected and least public figures in the AI space. While names like Sam Altman and Ilya Sutskever grab headlines, Zhao was quietly building the core models that changed the game. He was part of the original team that launched ChatGPT, and he later helped build GPT 4.1 and other frontier models. But perhaps more importantly, Zhao also led key efforts in synthetic data, techniques that help scale models faster and cheaper. Zuckerberg confirmed that Zhao has been involved with Meta's Superintelligence Lab since the very beginning, even though his role wasn't made public until now. In his own words, Shengjia has already pioneered several breakthroughs and distinguished himself as a leader in the field. That's no small praise. Zhao isn't just a brilliant engineer, he's a scientific visionary. He sees where the field is going, and Zuckerberg is betting that with Zhao guiding the science, Meta can leap ahead of the competition. This isn't a symbolic hire, it's an operational one. Zhao is going to shape what Meta builds, how it scales, and what its next-generation AI systems look like. And that's why this moment matters. Let's talk about the new playground Zhao will be working in, Meta Superintelligence Labs. This lab is the heart of Meta's AI future. It's where researchers, engineers, and product leads are collaborating to build not just better models, but a whole new generation of AI systems. Their focus is on foundation models, the kind of models that power everything from smart assistants to autonomous agents. And they're not just building for Meta, they're building for the open source community. That's a key difference between Meta and OpenAI. While OpenAI has moved toward more closed commercial systems, Meta is doubling down on open source AI. The Llama models, for example, are available to researchers and developers around the world. Meta wants its tools to be widely adopted, and that strategy is already paying off. Meta Superintelligence Labs will also work on long-term alignment research, infrastructure optimization, and large-scale compute. The kind needed to train models with billions or even trillions of parameters. Zuckerberg has said the company is prepared to spend hundreds of billions of dollars on AI compute infrastructure over the next few years. Yes, billions with a B, this lab isn't just a research center. It's the launchpad for Meta's moonshot, a world where AI is open, aligned, and powerful enough to be foundational to society. Now let's get into the science. Specifically, Zhao's vision for what comes next. Zuckerberg said Zhao is pioneering a new scaling paradigm, and that's a big deal. Scaling paradigms are the core ideas behind how AI systems grow in capability, how you go from GPT-3 to GPT-4 to something even bigger. It's not just about throwing more data and compute at a problem. It's about rethinking how models learn, how they reason, and how they align with human values. Zhao has been leading internal efforts to combine synthetic data, efficient compute, and architecture innovation. That's a holy trinity in AI development, and if he gets it right, it could result in models that are faster to train, cheaper to run, and more capable overall. Zhao also believes in open science. While he came from OpenAI, a now mostly closed lab, he's aligned with Meta's mission to make AI research transparent and accessible. That's a subtle but important shift in the industry. It signals a broader movement toward collaboration over secrecy. Ultimately, Zhao's vision isn't just technical, it's philosophical. He's thinking about how to build AI systems that serve society, not just corporate profits, and now he's been given the resources to bring that vision to life. Finally, let's zoom out. Because this hire doesn't just change things for Meta, it changes the whole landscape of AI development. Zhao leaving OpenAI for Meta is a big public move, and it sends a clear signal. Meta is now a serious contender in the AI arms race. It's no longer just OpenAI versus Google, it's a three-horse race, and Meta just added rocket fuel, and the philosophies couldn't be more different. OpenAI is closed, with models available only through paid APIs and behind licensing walls. Meta is open, putting its models, like Llama 2 and soon Llama 3, in the hands of researchers and developers worldwide. Zuckerberg and Zhao are betting that openness will win in the long run, that a global community of developers can build better, safer, more useful AI than a single private company can. The stakes are enormous, billions of dollars sure, but also the future of how AI is developed, shared, and trusted. Will Meta outpace OpenAI? Will open source models become the new standard? Or are we looking at a future where these mega labs each control their own powerful models in parallel? One thing's clear, with Zhao on board, Meta isn't playing catch-up anymore. It's making its move, and the rest of the world is watching.